Preparatory 1, second term, Unit 8, The Amazing World Around Us, Lessons 1 and 2. The new words. Number 1, bridge. A structure that is built to allow people cross from one side to the other. Number 2, tower. A very tall, narrow building, for example, Cairo Tower, Eiffel Tower. Number 3, tunnel. A long passage under the ground. For example, the train went into the tunnel. Number 4, desert road. We drove through the desert road to Alexandria. Number 5, crowded with. It's an adjective which means full of something, and the opposite is empty. Empty. Number 6, the countryside. The air in the countryside is always fresh and clean, and it's equals the country. Number 7, Nile banks. Nile banks. The ground at the sides of the Nile. Number 8, population. Population. All the people who live in an area. Number 9, country. Egypt is a big country in Africa. City. Cairo is a big city in Egypt, and the plural form is cities. Number 10, measure. Measure. To know the exact size of something, and the past form is measured. Number 11, measurement. This is the noun. Number 12, go. Go over the Nile. Go down the road. Go under the sea. Number 13, low, and the opposite is high. You should study hard to get high marks, and the opposite is low. 14, quiet. Quiet. The countryside is very quiet, but the city is always noisy. 15, wide. The desert road is very wide, but this road is narrow, which means very small. 16, capital. The capital of Egypt is Cairo. 17, Bangkok. It is the capital of Thailand. 18, Al-Hamra Tower. 19, Lake Baikal. 20, Tahya Masr Bridge. 21, Abraj al-Bayt. 22, the Pyramid of Castello. 23, the Leaning Tower of Pisa. 24, Brasilia. 25, Switzerland. 26, the Shanghai Tower. 27, the Gotthard Tunnel. 28, Mountain Kilimanjaro. 29, Mountain Everest. 30, describe, and the past form is described, to say how something is. 31, description, and this is the noun. 32, centimeter, and the abbreviation form is cm. 33, meter, and the abbreviation form is m. 34, kilometer, and the abbreviation form is km. 35, kilogram, and the abbreviation is kg. Number 36, suspension bridge. Suspension bridge. Like Tahya Masr Bridge, it's a bridge that is supported by strong steel ropes hung from a tower at each end of the bridge. Today, inshallah, we are talking about the adjectives, and we have two kinds of adjectives: short adjectives and long adjectives. Let's start with the short adjectives. The short adjective has one or two syllables. A syllable equals one vowel sound. For example, the adjective big. Here we have one vowel sound, which is the I sound. So we have one syllable. What about modern? We have two vowel sounds, so we have two syllables. So the short adjectives have one or two syllables. To compare between two things, the adjective plus er than. For example, Ali is fatter than Tamir. To say the superlative adjective, the plus adjective plus est. Ahmed is the tallest. What about the long adjectives? Long adjective has three or more syllables. For example, beautiful, expensive, dangerous. To compare between two things, we use more adjective than, less adjective than. For example, Toa is more beautiful than Ola. Superlative adjectives, the most and the least plus an adjective. For example, the shark is the most dangerous sea animal. We also have some irregular adjectives. For example, good, to compare between two things, better than, and the superlative is the best. Far, farther than, the farthest. Three, much and many, more than and the most. Bad, worse than, the worst. Number 5, little, less than, and the least. Here we have some exercises on lessons 1 and 2. Number 1, read and correct the underlined words. Number 1, an elephant is big than a camel. Yes, the adjective big isn't correct. An elephant is bigger than a camel because here we compare between two things, the elephant and the camel. Number 2, Cairo is most crowded than Aswan. So we compare between Cairo and Aswan. So Cairo is more crowded than Aswan. Number 3, a train is fastest than a bus. The same thing. A train is faster than a bus. Number 4, narrow is the opposite of wild. No, narrow is the opposite of wide. The second question is complete the following dialogue. Yesterday we learning about some amazing places in Egypt. Space are they? The first place was the space of Giza. They're really tall. What's the space place? The second place is the Library of Alexandria. What other places did you learn about the Luxor space? Okay, let's answer this dialogue. Yesterday we learned about some amazing places in Egypt. Space are they? What are they? The first place was the space of Giza, the pyramids of Giza. The pyramids of Giza. They're really tall. What's the space place? What's the second place? The second place is the Library of Alexandria. What other places did you learn about the Luxor temple?